There are a lot of ways to build a strong body. And for the residents of Miami-Dade, getting your COVID-19 vaccination is an important part. Help everyone stay safe as we continue to fight the spread. And we can protect those most vulnerable around us. With easy access to vaccination locations and the growing ability for more people to be protected, it's our best shot to keep moving forward. It's our best shot for a strong, healthy community. For more information, visit miamidade.gov/vaccine.
Welcome to WDNA 88.9 FM into the Frost Jazz Hour. I'm your host, Philip Capuzzi, and we're here in the spring membership drive here at WDNA. I welcome onto the station with me, and for those of you guys listening on the live stream as well, I'm here with Kate Reed, who's bringing in some incredible vocalists from the jazz vocal program at the Frost School of Music. Just to mention this, the concept of this program to any listeners who might not be aware, essentially we bring in some of the premier ensembles, students, faculty that are associated with the Frost School of Music to come in and play live from our jazz gallery. And we've done it very consistently and had quite a quality of programming in my estimation. So to that end, as we step into this spring membership drive, we are asking you, the listeners, to show your support for the station by donating to the station. There's a number of different thank you gifts that you can receive in return for your donation. So we'll be talking about that throughout the course of the show. Our goal for this Frost Jazz Hour is $500. So you can go to WDNA.org or call 305-662-8889 to donate securely. It's also tax deductible, and it really goes so far to help all of our operations here at the station. So with that, I welcome Kate Reed. Thank you so much for being here and bringing these wonderful musicians.
Thanks for having us, Philip. We're always glad to come every semester.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to your guys' performance. So let's just get into the music. We'll talk a little bit later in the program, but for now we're going to start off with some music. You're listening to WDNA 88.9 FM, the Frost Jazz Hour. It's also streamed on WDNA.org. And if you're unaware, there's a video live stream as well that you can check out on youtube.com, our channel WDNA Radio, as well as livestream.com to check out the video component of these wonderful performances. So without further ado, we're going to start off with a quartet performance from this ensemble of Ian Westerbeck on guitar, Blake Aldridge on upright bass, Kyle Skarzog on drums, and Kate Obelholzer, on vocals here on WDNA 88.9 FM, the Frost Jazz Hour.
Thank you so much. We're so excited to be playing for you today. This first tune is entitled Twisted, and this was a song made popular by Lambert Hendrickson Ross, which was a popular vocalese group, a vocal jazz group of the late 50s and early 60s. So I hope you enjoy Twisted. My analyst told me that I was right out of my head the way he described it. He said I'd be better dead than live. I didn't listen to his jive. I knew all along that he was all wrong, and I knew that he thought I was crazy, but I'm not, oh no. My analyst told me that I was right out of my head. He said I need treatment, but I'm not that easily led. He said I was the type that was most inclined when out of his sight to be out of my mind. And he thought I was nuts. No more ifs or ands or buts, oh no. They say as a child I appeared a little bit bald with all my crazy ideas, but I knew what was happening. I knew I was a genius. What's so strange when you know that you're a wizard at 3? I knew that this was meant to be. Well, I heard little children are supposed to sleep tight. That's why I drank a fifth of vodka one night. My parents got frantic, didn't know what to do. But I saw some crazy scenes before I came to. Now, do you think I was crazy? I may have been only 3, but I was swinging. They all played a Graham Bell. They all loved Edison and also Einstein. Now, why should I feel sorry if they just couldn't understand the reasoning and the logic that went on in my head? I had a brain, it was insane. Soldiers used to laugh at me when I refused to ride on all those double-decker buses, all because there was no driver on the top. My analyst told me that I was right out of my head, the way he described it. He said I'd be better dead than live. I didn't listen to his jive. I knew all along the thing was all wrong, and I knew that he thought I was crazy, but I'm not, oh no. My analyst told me that I was right out of my head, but I said, dear doctor, I think that it's you instead, because I have a thing that's unique and new. It proves that I'll have the last laugh on you, 'cause instead of one head, I got 2, and you know 2 heads are better than 1. Thank you.
Kate Oberholzer from Maine to Miami here, live and direct on WDNA 88.9 FM, the Frost Jazz Hour, as we listen to some of the vocalists from the Jazz Vocal Program. I'm your host, Philip Capuzzi, joined by the incredible Kate Reed for this program here this morning, as we're here in the midst of the spring membership drive at the station, raising money for the station. Thanks again so much for being here. And to mention it, to you, the listeners, we are, like I said, raising money for the station. You can donate WDNA.org or call 305-662-8889. And like I mentioned at the onset of the program, we have a number of incentives, items that we can send to you in return for your donation, namely these new sticker designs. For those of you guys checking out the video live stream, I'm just going to show it right here. I'm sure it's not very much in frame, but still, it's an incredible design. I just put my own on my desk at home yesterday. And then we also have a tote design with the same design that we were just talking about, how valuable totes are, especially totes of varying build quality and style and everything. So anyway, with that, I guess just speaking on community radio, I feel like it's such an important institution overall, but specifically in Miami in terms of its ability to connect with the local creative scene, the local scene in general, and be a platform for these different musicians and artists to put their voice out, put their ideas out, and just share in this process of music discovery, music listening, cultural enrichment. It's really of the utmost importance to me. So, of course, because we put so much energy into those things, it's necessary to take in listener donations. But I was just hoping for some of your thoughts on, WDNA and community radio, having been here in Miami for a while and probably seeing quite a bit at the station through the years. Just wondering for some of your thoughts on that.
Sure, absolutely. We are very fortunate to have WDNA as part of the fabric. I've lived in a lot of other cities and been involved with local radio in other towns. This is very special here. The support that the WDNA gives local musicians, as well as musicians coming in from out of town. All the schools are represented in their own hours. The different genres, the different ethnicity and cultural reference that we give all of the music at the station. It's very, very unique, I think. And Miami being such a rich town culturally, I think we really celebrate that here. For our students, we come in at least once a semester. Alberto gets a hold of me every semester, and I get to bring ensembles here. The opportunity to play live and on the air in a situation like this is not something I had ever experienced in any other institution that I taught at either. So there's a experience of putting what you do right in the moment, being ready to handle whatever comes within that musical moment. And I would say some of the best musical experiences we've had have been right here in this gallery. It's been really, really fun.
Wow, yeah, that's awesome. Thanks so much for sharing that. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate all of your contributions to the station through the years as well. So you heard it from Kate Reed. I echo all of your thoughts and perspectives 100%. I think WDNA is a very unique institution in the amount of intentionality and energy that it puts into the community, and really putting in the work to making it happen rather than just saying that we're going to make it happen, especially over the course of these last 2 years with COVID and everything and all of the difficulties that brought on. Here at the station, we created procedures to remain live and still connect with the people in that way. And now, as we start to step a little bit away from that and open up to more live events, we had our first Jazz Encounters concert with Sheila Jordan recently. So some really exciting things happening at the station, and we're just very excited to see how things develop throughout the course of this year. But as always, we are in need of those listener contributions to support all of our operational budgets. To mention it once more, the goal for this show is $500. So if you have it within your means to donate, any amount goes so far, WDNA.org, or call 305-662-8889. And at the beginning, we talked about the totes, so to mention the donation amount for that, $88.90, a donation of $88.90 or more grants you this incredible new tote, which I must say I would love for myself. And the stickers, a donation of $5 or more, gets you a sticker. And then a donation of $60 or more is a donation that makes you a sustaining member at the station, which comes with a number of incentives and perks like discounted access to our jazz gallery events and some other perks as well. And it, becoming a member of the WDNA family is very meaningful to me because it's just something that has so much power in the community. So once more, WDNA.org, or you can call 305-662-8889 to donate. Let's get back into the music now on the Frost Jazz Hour. Now we have the vocalist Emma Hedrick coming up to perform with the same rhythm section. Thanks so much for tuning in, whether it be on 88.9, WDNA.org, or the live stream on YouTube.com. I'm your host, Philip Capuzzi. We'll be here until 12 noon, raising money for the station and listening to these wonderful vocalists under the direction of Kate Reed. So without further ado, what are you guys going to play for us?
Hi, we'll be playing All the Things You Are, and I think everyone probably recognizes this song, but might not know the verse. So this will start off with the verse, and this is by Jerome Curtin. Time and again I've longed for adventure, something to make my heart beat the faster. What did I long for? I never really knew. Finding your love, I found
touching your hand, my heart beats the faster. All that I want in all of this world is you. You are the promised kiss of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. You are the breathless hush of evening that trembles on the brink of a lovely song. You are the angel glow that lights a star. The dearest things I know are what you are. Someday my happy arms will hold you, and someday I'll know that moment divine when all the things you are mine. Kiss of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. You are the breathless hush of evening that trembles on the brink of a lovely song. You are the angel glow that lights a star. Dearest things I know are what you are. Someday my happy arms will hold you, and someday I'll know that moment divine when all the things you are all that I want in all of this world is you.
All the Things You Are, with the verse performed by Emma Hedrick, here live and direct on the Frost Jazz Hour, as we're here in the midst of the Spring Pledge Drive, listening to the Frost Jazz vocal program and some of their wonderful vocalists, and as well as this incredible rhythm section. I'm your host, Philip Capuzzi. Just to mention the donation number and link, it's wdna.org to donate securely online, or you can call 305-662-8889 to donate through the phone. A number of really cool perks that you can receive in return for your donation. We'll speak in more detail on the other side of the break, but we're going to step aside briefly now for some important messages from the station and come right back with more live music from the Jazz Gallery here on the Frost Jazz Hour. Frost Jazz Hour. I'm your host, Philip Capuzzi. Pleased and honored to be joining you, as always, for the program here this morning, as we're very excited to be in the spring membership drive, raising money for the station to sustain all the wonderful programming that we have here, like the live shows, of course, the Frost Jazz Hour, the FIU Music Hour, stepping back into the Jazz Encounters programming as well, in addition to the other unique programming that we do, live programming from the studio each day, day in, day out here at WDNA 88.9 FM, and also staying live throughout the course of COVID as well was something that we made this specific choice to do in an effort to connect with the community in a more substantive way throughout the course of those difficulties, and of course still dealing with it and still prioritizing public health here at the station, but nice to see some of these things able to now come back here at WDNA. So if you have it within your means to support the station, if you haven't donated in the past, or maybe it's been a little while since you've renewed your support for the station, I'd like to just call you in this moment to donate. Just do it now, don't delay. While you have it on your mind, you can go to WDNA.org or call 305-662-8889. You can donate securely. Any amount goes so far to help the station, really, really does, and we are very much in need of listener support. It comprises a very significant portion of our operating budget. So once more, WDNA.org or 305-662-8889. We have a new tote design that you can get for a donation of $88.90 or more. We also have stickers that you can get for a donation of $5 or more. Unfortunately, our hat that came out last year is no longer available. So thank you so much to everyone who donated to receive that hat. Yeah, thanks so much again to Kate Reed for being with us here this morning for the program, bringing in these incredible musicians and then taking the time to speak with us here on the air. It's a great honor to share this time and space with you.
Thank you, Philip. Really glad to be here.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll talk a little bit more maybe after this tune, but coming up next, we're going to welcome another incredible vocalist, Amy Azzara, onto the stage alongside trumpet player Zach Davis, and they are going to perform now live from the Jazz Gallery. You're listening to WDNA 88.9 FM, the Frost Jazz Hour.
Thank you. This is a Hoagie Carmichael tune with lyrics by Johnny Mercer entitled Skylark.
Have you anything to say to me? Won't you tell me where my love can be? Is there a meadow in the mist where someone's waiting to be kissed? Skylark, have you seen a valley green with spring, where my heart can go a-journeying over the shadows and the rain to a blossom-covered lane? And in your lonely flight, haven't you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music, faint as a will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy, serenading the moon. Oh, Skylark, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you lead me there? And in your lonely flight, haven't you heard the music in the night? It's wonderful music, faint as a will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy, serenading the moon. Oh, skylark, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you lead me there?
You heard the voice of Amy Azara here live and direct on WDNA 88.9 FM, joined by Zach Davis, wonderfully playing on trumpet as always. Great pleasure to see and hear him, as well as the wonderful rhythm section of Ian Westerbeck on guitar, Blake Aldridge on upright bass, and Kyle Skarzog on drums. And with that, we welcome you back into the station here on beautiful Coral Way as we raise money for the station through the spring membership drive. I'm here with Kate Reed, the director of this incredible program. And we spoke earlier about WDNA kind of as an entity generally, and you alluded to it as well, but I wanted to kind of touch more specifically on the value of the connection between Frost and WDNA, just because I perceive it as something that has so much power, and it's so incredible, really, to be able to bring in